So we talked about all these different kinds of music that you put out there. I know that in order to sell yourself, which unfortunately is part of this business, you have to be able to describe yourself in less than one sentence. So what are you telling people? Well, what is your genre? If somebody asked you,
The genre is a friend of mine, Johnny Gowdy, here in Austin. He calls it Americana Soul. So
okay,
that's kind of what I'm going with.
all right.
It's Seal meets Tracy Chapman kind of vibe. That's more than one sentence, but I would say
Americana Soul works. I like that. Yeah.
Is where I'm at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a dope way to put it, man.
Yeah.
Again, songwriting is one way to be creative, right? And then you take that unpolished raw song, you bring it to the studio. Now you're in the studio, and this is a completely different creative process. So, as a songwriter, number one, the first question here is how active are you and how vocal are you in the studio? And then two, kind of describe the differences between creating the song and then recording the song, because it's massively different, right?
Oh my God, that's a whole nother podcast. Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you, I just officially booked our first sessions to go back in the studio today.
Nice. That's good news.
That's good. That's great news.
Yes.
That's great news. And we're gonna. I mean, we had the opportunity to. I don't know why I'm saying this. Like I'm saying it, but like we had basically the opportunity to go in and rehearse in the studio and try and figure some stuff out, or we could pay a little bit more money and like actually start tracking.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
turn the tape on.
Yeah. Let's just turn the tape on and see what happens and do that. So like there is such a thing as a sophomore slump. It absolutely
is. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you make that, and you do have your whole life to make your first record. You really do. Once that first record drops or comes out or whatever, everyone's like, what's next?
That's when the pressure starts, man.
That's when the pressure starts, and that's when, it's like, that new iPhone or that, it's like they're expecting something from you every year. And now that the algorithm has changed, I mean, since I put out my last record in 22, now Spotify is calling music content, and they want you to drop songs every month or something.
Waterfall.
And like, yeah. And it's like, I mean, we can do that, sure, but like, I think that I would want I can't just like make one badass amazing record and then come out with like, shit. I can't do I can't.
Well, I feel like you, as an artist, you need to create longing too, right?
Like, right. Yeah. And so like there is some of that, but there's also like, the problem that I have right now is as a artist that mostly showcases the band in Austin. I mean, they've pretty much seen everything that we can do, aside from us shooting sparklers out of wherever. Like, I mean, we've done it.
Yep.
So like and there's always like new people coming on the scene, like people kind of getting into the limelight or whatever the case may be here in Austin, and they're drawing and they're selling tickets and they're the new hot thing. And so you very quickly become the not so new hot thing, especially when you're basically in Austin, you're playing local and you're not doing anything else, because you haven't the market share that you have isn't that big. But the question then is like, it's like a chicken or egg. It's like, well, I'm not going to have any market share there if I don't go there and get it. But why won't you give it to me as well?
Yeah.
Like we have to go here. We're not going to draw, but we have to go there. So where's and I think the answer to that question is sacrifice, probably.
Yep.
But I don't know, and it's also a really vulnerable place to be, because you've already done this really cool and amazing thing. You've had this experience, and now you have to start all over again with brand new songs that you don't know.
Back to zero every time, man.
You go completely back to zero, and I'm like, oh my God, are we really gonna do this? Like, are we really gonna like what are we gonna do? I mean, and I told Charlie, the engineer, today, I'm like, dude, I'm terrified. He's like, it's gonna be fine. I'm like, we don't have a producer yet. We don't have we don't have any of that stuff. We're just kind of going in and cutting some brand new songs that I mean, after we get off this podcast, I'm going to spend the night charting, because we have rehearsal tomorrow to go in the studio in a couple of weeks. So like,
It
I'm
never ends,
excited
right?
for it.
Never
It
ends.
never ends.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it. But I'm
Yeah.
also like, I mean, what if they're not good? I mean, because when you play back something, and it's like that doesn't work. That it's like that could totally happen. It could just
and
be
the
like,
thing is, it could be working, and your imposter syndrome could be telling you, "No, man, that shit ain't working."
That's true.
So that's why you have to have people around you kind of help and validate what you're hearing too, or not validate it. Being honest, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I always say, when you hit the studio, that's when the real work begins, right?
Because it's the Olympics. It's not like anything else.
No,
there's no like your breathing, your control, the way that you playing to a click, making sure everything's matched. It's just like there's a lot of discipline that you have to have in going through the studio, like straight up.
And that's why you guys, if you're fans of the artists out there, that's how you support them. When they are bringing you the art, consume the art, however you decide to do that, right?
Buy some merch.
Yeah, buy the merch, go to the shows.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yep, all of those things that goes directly to the artist is what you need to do. And if you can't afford doing that, there's dozens of free things you can do, from sharing and liking and commenting and telling your friend and, all of those things too. So I love that you're showing the pressures and how the stresses are so,
it's real.
There's so many different directions, right? That you're feeling stresses and worries, and like going back to zero is one of those things, man. Like I used to stream video games live for a living, and
wow,
I would turn.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I turned the live on sometimes. I did this for 5 years and paid the bills with it, man. Like legitimately. But
that's awesome.
One day I would have 400 viewers by the end of the stream, and as soon as you turn that sumbitch off, you're back to zero. And the next night, when you start your stream, you have 0 viewers again, and now you're trying to build back, man. So I know how it is. Going back to zero is rough, especially another thing is, like, a lot of us content creators, we're being paid monthly, right, when we reach certain thresholds on YouTube and Spotify and different places, and that goes back to zero every month, right? So they send you your royalties or whatever, and you're back to zero. It's not right, man. It's so when you use words like terrifying, I get it, bro. Like I really do.